it's actually kind of pretty where you are. There's a waterfall. There's the nice sounds of the waterfall. There's actually some nice light echoing off the cave walls, which are nice and shimmery. And there's a big fuzzy butt in front of you. And the gold dragonborn next to you says, I kind of like it here. I even like Jahira's big fuzzy butt. Jahira, your big fuzzy butt is very, very cute. And that is where we're going to begin today's episode of Orkira Plays Baldur's Gate 3. Because normally I try to rearrange so that there's a nice little tableau, usually with Orkira up front. But you know what? How was I supposed to not have Jahira in her owlbear form just right there? So when I loaded up, and there was Jahira in her nice, big, fuzzy owlbear form. I was like, well, you know, I can't deny her. I can't deny her because she's adorable. So here we are. Yeah. So welcome back. We are deep in the middle of the whole Worm Rock prison dungeon thing. We're 3 trials into the quartet of trials in order to go see Ansur, the worm below, who apparently has promised that just once, when Baldur's Gate is in trouble, we can go and tell this dragon, hey, things are bad, and this dragon will come and help. But just once, because that's what good dragons do. They only promise to help once. A little bit of Orkira might be spilling into that sarcasm right there, because Orkira has her own problems with dragons, which we'll talk about in a minute. Anyway, let's go over the rules. If you happen to be new here, which, you know what, we're 54 episodes in, and I am always happy to have new people in on this stream. So if you are new, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm always happy to have new people either on my Moonbeam, and I'm pointing over here like you know, but I've got the chats over here on this side of the screen. I got the Moonbeam chat. I got the Dungeon Scrawlers chat. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is a spoiler welcome stream. Just this one, because I've played this game before. A lot of us have played this game before. It's been out for a while. And so for this stream, spoilers are welcome. I will often turn to the chat and go, help. Because as much as I played this game and I've been spoiled on this game and we've all seen this game for a while, even I have not seen everything. I forget a lot. I also have a bad sense of direction, so I get lost a lot. So feel free to put suggestions into the chat and offer up advice. However, you do have to be graceful in accepting if I don't take your suggestion, partially because sometimes I'll just figure it out on my own in the time that it'll take me for being a notice, and partially because I'm playing a very specific character. So I might not take your suggestion simply because Orkira might want to do something else. But that's okay, because someone else in the chat might see your suggestion and go, oh, I can do that. That's kind of cool. And then, as always, drink water, have a snack, and be nice. All right. So, there we go. Oh, yeah. So I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera. Oh, here. Well, let's switch for a moment over here, so it's a little easier to show. So I bought a little while ago from Friday Afternoon Tea, which is my local tea house, but it should be everybody's local tea house, even though they're here in Seattle. They had the rainbow flights, the cold brew rainbow flights, and I bought a set, and so I've been very slowly going through, because instead of brewing them all individually as like, here's a cup, here's a cup, here's a cup, I've been brewing like a carafe of them, and I'm on the blue, and the blue is just, it's not going to show up as well. It's not showing up as well as I want. I don't know, you can kind of see it. I mean, against my white skin, you can probably see, but it's very blue. It's very blue. It's very nice. So, I mean, that's the other drink I am enjoying today, as well as my usual ginger ale. I got both here. Okay. Anyway, let's hold on a second. I have a text from my. Okay, so my lovely husband, Luke McKay, who is amazing and awesome, has put a thermometer outside. It's apparently in the sun 102 outside. And poor squirrels. We do have the AC going, so if you happen to hear a fan, that's why. I don't think it's actually quite that hot outside. I think right now in the direct sun, it's still pretty bad, especially here in the Pacific Northwest where we're not used to that heat. Yeah, he put out ice for the squirrels. Okay, anyway, back to where I'm sure it is not 102. So here we are. Man, Orkira is just inside Jahira. This is what happens when you have 10 people in your party. So, okay, we have the final. I don't actually remember offhand. I'll probably remember when we get in here. We have this final trial to go through, and then it's time to talk to a dragon. Oh, I think I remember which one this is. Okay. Chamber of Insight. Okay, Orkira's pretty good at insight.
A good leader has the insight to find good counsel. As a war reaches its end, there is one who doesn't advise for the city's prosperity. Find him and strike him down.
I mean, can we just not take his counsel? That seems a little extreme. We can just not take his counsel, right? Okay. All right, well, let's figure out who is
still breathing.
Still breathing.
Everything.
Ooh, there's random book flying around. You gotta love the random book. Yep, that. Stop it.
Oh, hold still, will you?
This is not supposed to be a test of sleight of hand. It's supposed to be a test of insight, and yet here we are. Oh, I might need a Starian.
Oh, hold still, will you?
Oh, Astarian, come here.
If I must.
Yeah, you must. Stiletto's Ethics of War. Oh, look, there's a little day.
Watch the shadows.
Okay, that's one. There should be 3 of you floating around. Let's grab you.
Tammys, get down here!
Really? He failed his sleight of hand?
I'll just.
Everybody
help
get
myself.
up here. Oh, hi, Luke. I just saw your text. It was, super hot. Yes.
Tammys, get down here!
Do I have to try someone else?
Tammys, get down here!
So there should be a third. Should be a third book. Let's try him on the third book. I don't remember this part of the puzzle. I just remember you gotta read and, insight who.
Tammys, get down here!
Alright.
It's not blood.
It's not blood.
Never mind.
It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And other gods, no.
Oh, hold still, will you?
Alright, who else is good at sleight of hand? Well, Jahira currently doesn't have any thumbs.
The pride of the gate.
Hey, Will. Grab this book.
Slippery little blighter.
Alright, we'll try. I don't remember this being part of the puzzle, but apparently it is.
One move ahead.
The temperature outside is reading 102 degrees in the sun. Yeah, I saw that picture. Ooh, oof.
Slippery little blighter.
I mean, if Astarian didn't get it, we're kind of in trouble. There we go. All right. That's Lizelle. And then, why don't you...
Inefficient path.
Can you get this guy? Hey, Karlak.
Yourself?
Oh, jeez.
Listen,
Nope.
I won't hurt you on purpose.
There we go. Jeez. Okay. Who actually got the books? All right. So, nope, you got the Legend of Ansur. All right, Starry got one of them. All right, let's read about the ethics of war. Okay, so Christina Stuelto. My colleague Ampaps proposes fair rules of engagement in times of war and forgiveness upon victory. Are we to spare our enemies then once they have fallen to our might? Are we to put all hatred behind us when surrender is offered? Indeed not. For what shall we do once our opponent gathers new armies and masses them once again along our borders? We shall wage another war and countless lives snuffed out by our own magnanimity. Once an enemy kingdom is conquered, we must raise to the ground. Okay, so this Duelto is kind of an ass. We've figured that out. How about you? It's quite obvious. So this is Stead. Larger kingdoms often benefit to all people within. As a kingdom grows, so does its fields, its populace, and its economy. A few charred corpses is a worthy sacrifice of a dragon offers to share its hoard. After all, so too should seek union, however imperfect. Should a powerful kingdom march its army on your borders? Some friction is inevitable, of course. Citizens' rights might erode, such as the price of peace. I mean, that sucks. My life has been a long... Yeah. Pleasures to see my town take my ideas and cease legal discrimination of local orcs. See my fights take against horde living conditions, city factories. The chance to see new generations take to these ideas of better, kinder, fairer, and... Okay. Shall regret its failures. My old friend comes to mind who adopts such cruel ideologies later in life. Forever console myself in the idea that such a brilliant mind would only conceive such theories under strain of exile. Okay. So, all right. So the whole idea here is we're supposed to...
What to do?
What to do? What to do? Oh, whoopsie. Where's my journal? Where's my journal? Alright, so we're in the Chamber of Insight. I think we're still... Oh yeah, this is still under Later Frontiers. Oh, here, we'll look at the dialogue. A war reaches this one who doesn't advise for the city's prosperity, find him and strike him down. So yeah, of the three... Oh god, it's what?
Should mind my step.
I mean, I don't think there was anything really to... Right? 5-year war.
Seems simple enough.
Huh. Pointless war. Yeah, this is just like...
solution's plain as the high moors in midsummer. Let's chat.
Oh, is Will gonna give us the answer? I mean, I kind of know the answer. It's Stiletto because he's like, screw it, let's just kill people. But let's see what Will has to say.
Always good to talk, my friend.
Yeah, you had an idea?
Yes. Swelto's ethic of war would lead to endless conflict. No city could survive it. Swelto is the one you should strike.
Wong. All right. Well, we're in agreement then. Let's go. Let's go strike. I mean, I know the whole idea is, all right, you strike him because you got to do something in order to show. God, where am I going? Okay. Let's go here.
All's well that ends.
You got to show how
Not
you
as bad
know,
as it could
but it
have.
still feels a little weird to be like, let's just hit him. Okay. Sacred Flame, you.
Intended.
You're not gonna say anything? We gotta go up there. You probably gotta go up there. All right, I'm coming. Coming all the way around. It's So figuring it out was the easy part. The hard part was catching your damn books. I don't understand why the books had to be all flighty. Get it? Flighty. All right. Can't. Oh, are you not gonna chat? Okay. You're not gonna be chatty. That's fine. Okay. Anyway, I believe.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I'm sure they actually will. Okay. Are we all lit up? We're all lit up. Look at that. Hey. All right, let us save. And time to talk to Dargan. D-A-R. Let's spell it correctly. A Dargan. Hey, Teacher Gifts, welcome on in. Okay, so for those of you who don't know who Orkira is, or have missed this bit of lore about Orkira, she is not a fan of dragons. No dragons, none. It doesn't matter the plane of existence, the color of their scales, none of them. And that is because she comes from the lineage of dragons who came from a beer, and the TLDR on those dragonborn are those dragonborn were enslaved by dragons. They and all the dragons there were bad. All the dragons there were bad. And so when a beer and Toril merged, they did that weird merge thing, because every time that D&D has an edition change, they did a thing, you know, like Time of Troubles and Sundering and things. So beer and Toril merged, and then they split apart, and part of a beer came over to Toril, and all sorts of wildness happened. So that's how Dragonborn ended up on Toril, and Dragonborn ended up everywhere, canonically. And so Orkira is descended from those Dragonborn who remembered dragons being assholes. And so she got taught from an early age, dragons are assholes. And throughout her life, no dragon has really dispelled that myth. She's met a couple that have been okay, but still none that have really been, like, outright good. All of them have been. The best that she's ever met was one that helped after they made her do a prank on her friend in order to give them a bunch of information. That was basically the best that she's ever done. And even then, it was much like, all right, fine, whatever. So even though this is all all right, prove you're worthy and go get the help of a dragon under the city, her whole thing has been like, do we really? Do we have to? I mean, Lazelle's already got dragons, red dragons. Isn't that bad enough? So this is gonna be fun. What's the random? Is that blood? Oh no, that's just okay. That's just all right. Let's talk to Baldur again.
With courage does the hero march, fettered by the taxing chains of fear. A stalwart soul must ever persevere. With insight does the hero choose, guidance born of ancient wisdom proven. Peace, not strife, the undenied conclusion. With justice does the hero rule. Lead not the guiltless lamb to bloody slaughter, nor cleanse the lion's sins in sacred water. With strategy does the hero scheme. A cunning mind, 100 steps ahead, your allies close, your rivals stunned in dread.
This is a very accurate picture.
Worthy you are found. Go forth, hero, seize your fate, and rise, great worm, heart of the gate.
All those facial expressions are very much accurate for Orkira. Alright, well, let's go get your dragon. Well, your dragon's dead. So these crystals are going to come in handy later on because if you remember, by breaking these crystals when you're nearby...
Holy bones? Oh, boo. The dragon must have starved to death waiting for a worthy hero to eat.
Waiting for a worthy hero to eat. Yeah, because that's how that works. Okay. So I know that there's... there are shenanigans you can pull.
I am here.
I know you're here. Also, I noticed that you're very hurt. So let's just top you off a little bit. I know there are shenanigans you can pull. With like sneaking people around and positioning people in order to be in a better position for the things to come. But I have 10 people in my party, so let's just do this. Hey, imp in my head. That was weird. For a moment, it was going to let me loot the dragon. That's not exactly what I meant. Whoop. Oh, great. Not just a dragon. An undead dragon.
The dragon's spirit floods your mind and memory in a great torrent of power. He is with you. He is within you. He is you.
Well, crap.
Disbelief and resentment rise within you,
Yes.
only to be stopped at your mouth. The worm has claimed you and speaks through you.
I am Ansel, heart of the gate, butchered in flesh, risen in spirit.
Trying this combo recommendation that turned out pretty good. Shredded a rotisserie chicken and made it into a wrap with garlic, naan, Roma tomatoes, and tzatziki. Oh, I mean, that sounds amazing in my head. Okay. This is one of those moments where none of these really work out perfectly. So she doesn't want to bite back words that aren't yours because, like, we want to hear what the dragon has to say. She's not going to scream because, like, she's not that kind of, like, she's not horrified. I read that as a horrified scream, not an angry scream. She knows what possesses it, so, but that's the closest, so I guess we'll go.
Ansel wends his way through your mind like an unstoppable river. Your body is unmoving, yet thought flows effortlessly between you. The spirit pauses, and you feel the astral prism stir. Ansel senses the Emperor's presence within it.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
Mean no harm, just let me go. I never shy away from the challenge. I thought the trials would lead me to triumph. Facey, I conquered your trials, great worm. I am no coward. Yeah, I mean, this is how she's gonna respond because Orkira is gonna be sarcastic to a dragon.
A deep sigh resonates within you. The torrent stills, only disturbed by the dragon's next words.
Really sucks that night sealing isn't an option.
My words aren't meant for you. They're meant for him.
The Emperor stirs in the astral prism, then in you, calm, curious, and detached.
Baldur, your presence has stirred me, as it ever did. I am awakened.
Answer,
It's been too long.
You two know each other and you weren't gonna say anything?
No, I don't believe it.
Yeah, you two knew each other and you weren't gonna say anything, really?
Once, long ago, we crossed the Callan together and sailed the Altengri. We built a city by the sea. Unser was my friend. Friend, yes, and more. Until you killed me. Have you come to dance on my bones, Balduran? Was slaying me not satisfaction enough? Satisfaction? No. You left me no choice. You had every choice. You were becoming illithid. I offered you merciful death. You chose to fight. And now you bring your thrall before me. How far has the great Balduran fallen?
This is one of the many reasons why the Emperor just becomes more of a jerk, right? Like, he knows you're coming down here to see Ansur. He knows. He even talks to you a couple of times, and at no point does he say, oh yeah, by the way, we used to know each other, and that could be a problem. Right? Answer the question mindfully. You owe it to both of us. This is tiresome. I passed your trials. A touching reunion. How about let me go? I mean, the answer I want to give is that I'm not a thrall. But that's not... The closest one here is... this, really.
Stillness. Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear Ansur, enough! I gave you everything, Balduran, and you repaid me in slaughter. It is time I return the favor. I am the heart of the gate. I am the one who roars. Let my bones rise and the storms gather. Witness Balduran. The final tempest has come. This time, you will not escape it.
Well, and then also, yeah. So, Imp in my head says, just purely from his track record with my playthrough, before he reveals himself as an illithid, then after that he just makes more demands and poor justifications. Right? Right? And then Ansur here, if you assume that he's been digging into your memories, as the narration seems to indicate, you would think he would know, oh, we're not thralls, what the hell is going on? And yet he's gonna attack us. Which feels like, all right, fine, you know, cut off your nose to spite your face. Like, the whole thing just sucks. Okay. Anyway, now we have to fight an undead dragon. Let's examine Ansur, level 17 undead dragon. He is obviously immune to lightning and immune to poison and resistant to necrotic for obvious reasons. You can't change his form. He has advantage on saving throws against magic. He has advantage on saving throws against being turned, which makes sense. And yeah, there's that. There is that. But all is not lost. Okay. So first off, don't we have, it's elemental slaying. We do have dragon slaying arrows. If not now, when? That was a good amount of damage. It was definitely a good amount of damage. Let's... He's immune to poison. Target receives spell attack rolls and spell concentration. That's not... It's poison... I mean, it's like, hey, this is between you two. You all want round 2, have at. We'll be over here eating popcorn. He's been holding out on us, right? Absolutely. I want to be invisible. No, toxin ain't gonna help. I thought I had some other stuff. Poison, oil. Yeah, none of that's really gonna help. I mean, we'll try. Let's get you. Let's get you some distance.
Yes, here.
Yeah.
Butt kicking for goodness!
Butt kicking for goodness. That's right. Okay. No, I don't want to provoke an attack of opportunity. That's an interesting one. Alright, well, let's Hunter's Mark him. And then let's... Can we get up to him over here? Yeah, I'm trying to... No, we're gonna get up to him over here? Alright, fine. Okay, will you have range for days? Why don't you back the hell up? I'd like you to be over by one of these things, but what do you got? There's no way you're gonna frighten a dragon. Nope, he is immune to necrotic. Weakening strike you gotta be next to. What are some of the other ones that you can do without using a spell slot? That's a ritual. Is this an action or is this just something you can do? It's an action, but you know what? It's probably good to be resistant to lightning. Okay. Warlock, 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 warlock. No, we don't need mage hand. That's poison. No, poison. Thunder damage? He's already got... And then we got Eldritch Blast. Okay. Thunder damage. Oh, we can also just change it. Okay. Fire. No lightning. No poison. Creates a frosty surface. Creates an acid... Oh, I gotta be careful about this. Yeah, I just want... Because I don't want to hit my friends. Nyeh. I don't want to hex because I don't want to use the spell slot. I'd rather hold on to that spell slot. Okay. What the hell? Oh, I thought for a second that was Halsin. Okay. Okay. If I heal people from here, it'll get Onsor. Okay, so I gotta move back a little bit. And move back a little bit more. I know, poor Jaheira. Jeez. And I'll stay here.
I am fury. I am death.
You are Batman. You are so Batman, Lizelle. We're gonna Batman all over this guy. We're gonna try anyway. God, I totally forgot that there was gonna be friggin' other elementals coming on in. That's okay. Okay. You should have all of your stuff. You should also have monstrosity. That's... nope. That's okay. I want you up there with your awesome, awesome weapon. I mean, we could try to stun them. What fun fighter stuff do I never use? I mean, that would be good. I mean, he's not really using a weapon. Okay. All right, let's start with you. We can't reach destination. An enemy is close. What? What enemy is close?
Taste my fury.
All right, fine. Sweeping attack, distracting attack. That's what we want to do. Why can I not reach the destination with the distracting attack? Yeah, there we go. Try to lacerate? Yeah, that's what I figured. And then let's Misty Step. I don't like everybody being in front of him where he can. Yeah, I want to. Whoops. I want to Misty. Nope, I don't want to click heals. I want to Misty Step. Here. Yeah. All right. Well, all right. First, you're gonna frenzy. I mean, it's still a terrible fear within them. Yeah, I don't think any of these things can be... Yeah, I gotta remember that. Okay, would you please take care of this guy? He's right there in front of you, so just... Yeah, be reckless. And then... move here, and yeah. Hi, Orkira. Okay. No, I'm not conjuring us. What do we want to do? I'm right here. I mean, go big or go home, right? What is my level 6? I think my level 6 is heal. Radiant and Thunder. fire and radiant. Yeah, heal is my level 6. Okay, I think what I want to do, let's do the old standard, since we are right here. Let's get some spirit guardians going. Let's... You know what? Yeah, I kind of figured. You right now cannot be targeted until you attack. Still take damage from area spells. Nope, I don't need to do that. I do not want to provoke an attack of opportunity, so I guess it kind of sucks that I can't move around him. I guess each individual leg is being considered. Huh. That is interesting. Hell, speaking of my reading. I mean, is now the time to use that? Oh no, I do not want to be falling into Tristan. Okay.
End this.
Okay. You. Let's see. I never do any of her trickster cleric stuff. And I feel bad about that. What was your... What did I take as your high level... Oh, polymorph is not going to help us here. Yeah, I also have heal for you. That's fine. Fear is not going to help us. Dominate person is not going to help. Dominate person could be... Or not dominate person. Guardian of Faith could be fun. One of these days I'm going to Glyph of Warding. Bring hope, Bane, bestow curse. That is her channel divinity, but it's concentration. Okay, so wait, but I can still... No, that's also concentration. Drat. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're also gonna Spirit Guardians. We're also gonna level 5. We're gonna move over here.
On my way.
All right. You had a very big area of effect. I got where I needed to go. Why don't you healing word yourself? You took a... That was a chunk. Okay. What was that? Oh, it was Ansur's turn. Okay, all right. Well, first, why don't you dragon slay him again? And then why don't you get out of here? Because that sucks. Okay.
Weep if you wish. Minsk will not judge.
going through there is not going to be good. Going through there is a bad idea. So... We'd have to jump all that way. That's a bad idea. That is a super bad idea. Oh, break concentration, 100 mark. Let's cure some wounds. Oh, gee, Shadowheart is real hurt. You're real hurt. There's really nothing I can do that is going to be helpful, so
Who is napping?
I'm just going to...
Die in silence, evil!
Why don't you... Yeah. Because you've at least got some resistance. Okay, we can elemental warp you. Let's move you to here. And let's use the healing vapors. Oh, because it... Okay, all right. I need him to not be a water myrmidon anymore. Whoops. I need him to dismiss his wild shape. Yeah. That's okay. All right, Lizelle, why don't you shoot this guy from a great distance with all kinds of awful arrows. Necrotic isn't going to help. Monstrosity isn't going to help. Many targets isn't going to help. Lightning is going to be real bad. Sure. Not enough movement. Alright, do you have one of those arrows that moves you? Transposition. Yeah. Oh, that's not very far at all. Okay. You know what? Flying would be a good idea. And this is still too far. God, I don't want to action search just yet. far can I throw? Nope, can't quite throw far enough. I still have a bit of movement. Okay. Ah. Nope. Nope. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, sure. For next time. That was an interesting maneuver. Okay. Can't use reactions. Why can't you move? Let's get you some crystal skin. That should help a little bit. And then, can we still shoot you? Yes, we can. Yeah, disadvantage, but that's all right.
Close ranks.
Okay. Okay. Gale is really hurt, and Shadowheart is really hurt. I mean, it might be time for a heal. Shadowheart can heal herself, so let's get Gale. Especially since this guy is right here. Let's fly here. Yeah, so we get you with the Spirit Guardians. And then I think we're done there. Yeah, I know. Shadowheart, you're super, super hurt. Let us... Why don't you drop that heal on yourself? Where's that heal? Cure wounds. There we go. Nice. And then... She lost her Spirit Guardians. So you know what? Spiritual weapon. Just to be petty. Okay, Jaheira. No, I don't want her to be blinking. Telekinesis is interesting. You've got lots of druid fun. We should take care of this friggin' Myrmidon. Are you poison, acid, not necrotic. Screw you. Not as impactful as I was hoping. And we're gonna Misty Step to here. Just to get out of the electrocuted. Hi, Gale. Sorry, Gale. It's been a rough one for you, hasn't it? Okay. You know, we're first... Well, hold on a second. What? You've got so much. No, Shocking Grasp isn't it? No, we're not going to dominate this thing. Thunderwave, Glyph of Warding. Fly. He's immune to Blight. No. Worth trying? It might be worth trying. It could be real fun if it works. Can't. Can't target undead. Okay. Nope, Blight's not gonna work. Feebleman's not gonna work. Ice Storm, Madness, Shocking Grasp. I can try? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's try. Yeah, it was worth a try. Okay, stop concentrating on Hypnotic Pattern because it didn't work. Let's get you Misty Step out of there. Let's put you here. Okay. All right, here comes a big guy. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. 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 How many more of these dragon slaying arrows do you have? Bump. And you and try it again. Come on. Oh well. All right.
I punch.
I mean,
no butt is safe from move.
I mean, Vince has just got to get in there. So, hi, Will. Let's see. You know, Will, can you actually? All right. Would you? Can you not hit this guy? Path is interrupted by the darn... Okay. Man, you're that close to the dragon, eh? Alright, that's fine. Alright. You know what? We can't counterspell anything this guy does. Let's try to slow him. Why not? Can I target each of his feet? Probably not. Okay. All right, come on. It was worth a try.
No time to waste.
Okay. Oh. The hell, Gale? How do we fix Gale? How did you get frozen? Deal bludgeoning, thunder, or force, they shouted, ending the condition. Okay. You've got so many spell slots.
No time to spare.
Okay, can I just... Let's just hit you with my staff. There we go. And then bonus action. Wild shape into something not fire, air. Snap out of it, yeah. Actually, do I want to wild shape in anything, or just want to heal myself and have some? I think I want to just heal myself and have some spell slots. Whoops. Yeah, I think I just want to be... Hi, Lizelle. Would you come over here? And would you, please... Thank you. And then shoot this guy. And then fly. Just outside of the shock. Okay, do I want a shield? Let's shield. Okay. All right, Karlak.
In position.
Now can you? Yes, you can. Do it. Be reckless. Nice. Lacerate. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Orkira, would you just move a little bit this way? Get rid of that guy. Okay. I don't remember where I got that from. Huh, let's see. Nope, that's... Did you hear her just get knocked down? Yeah, she just got knocked down. Okay, I got nervous for a second. Okay. I do like this music. It's very epic. I mean, we can just fireball him. When in doubt, I think I can hit him without hitting any of my friends. Right? Yep, let's do it. Fireball. Oh, hey, it's a spiritual weapon. Would you please hit this guy? Bonk! I know, Shadowheart. It sucks. What do you... So you lost your spirit guardians. What do you got for... You got mass cure wounds, but except for Halcyon, we're doing okay. You flame strike. Why not? I'm sick of dancing around. Why you? Yep, I know. Get out of the water. Get out of the water. Get out of the water.
You still have time to surrender.
I love you, Jaheira. Let's see. Everything you do is gonna be super area of effect. I like the idea of heat metal on this guy. Like, what are we heating? Yeah, we might as well. We can moonbeam on him at 5th level. Let's just do this. Yeah, and stay there. That's a decent place to be. Hi, Gale. Why don't you move a little bit out? Well, let's move you there. And then you've got that awesome thing. I think it's time for you to pull out your awesome thing. Okay. It's gonna be Onsur's turn. This is gonna hurt, but here we go. Okay, interesting. Okay. But the ground over here is not electrified. So. Can we still sneak attack? Less of advantage against the target. Alright, well then, do we have any more of those dragon slaying arrows? Yeah, do it again. Yep. Stay there. Minsk. Not enough movement. Can we get to this?
Who is that? So die in silence, evil!
Sure. Throw a alchemist flask at him. Back here. So it doesn't hit our friends. We'll get out of the shocky water. Oh, even your range for days can't get there. Oh, interesting. Necrotic ain't gonna reach. Or ain't gonna work. We tried politely asking the dragon to let itself die. You know, we did, except it had taken over our body at the time. And we were very pissed off at it, so we might not have been as polite as we should have been. Okay. Chromatic orb won't reach. Huh, it might be hard. Yeah, it makes sense for Will to just kind of hang back for a second instead of walking over to the entire electrified ground. Just a reminder, this is all the Emperor's fault. Actually, it is. It really is. If the Emperor hadn't been with us...
Enemies afoot.
Okay, let's get you out of the shocky water. What you got? What you got? We don't want a flaming sphere because that's gonna get in everybody's way. Why don't you moonbeam at a super high level? And yeah, I think Lizelle, let's just finish this guy.
Or you
Okay, Lizelle, let's try that again. It's okay. I know. You so angy. And now is the time to action surge. And keep hitting this guy. And do it again. And do it again. Oh. All right, Karlak, can you get over there? Can you finish him off? Finish him off. Not enough movement. All right, Karlak, get as far as you can. Shoot him. Just do. Unless, is that far enough? Can you hit his head? Yes, you can. Hit his head. Okay. I need everybody who is concentrating on area of effect shit to stop concentrating on area of effect.
I'm sore. I never thought I'd see him again.
Oh God, how spicy! How spicy is Orkira gonna be in this moment? I think she's gonna be moderately spicy. She's usually not spicy at all, but she did just have to deal with a dragon.
My true identity is the one you've known from the moment we met.
That's
I concealed nothing from you.
That's not true.
I simply left out the details that were not pertinent to our cause.
Yeah, except this was
But
pertinent.
it seems you are interested in them.
You know what? They they seem to be pretty damn pertinent, especially as you knew we were coming here. You literally founded Baldur's Gate. Of course I'm interested. I want to know everything there is to know about you. Do you know if you're going to kill me like you killed your last friend? I mean, this feels like romantic. This feels like friendship. Yeah, she's spicy.
I killed Ansor out of necessity. For the crime of being a Lithid, he would have killed me first. It's like I always told you. I was just like you. An adventurer who yearned for greatness. And in mortal terms, I achieved it. As captain of the Wandering Eye, I acquired enough gold to found Baldur's Gate. I stayed for a while to watch my city grow. But it was not enough. I grew restless again. The sea called to me, and I ran to her with open arms. Life at sea was not easy. Our last adventure was ruinous. My ship was destroyed, my crew lost, but my spirit was far from broken. I was determined to return in triumph once again. I heard of treasure in Moonrise. I strove to find it. What I found was an Illithid colony, where I acquired a tadpole much like yours, and became a mind flayer, enthralled to the Elder Brain. It was Ansor who found me. Ansor who pulled me from the Brain's domination. Ansor who brought me home. He sought to cure me of my sickness, called on every healer he could find, nearly broke his spirit in the attempt. But he failed to understand. I wanted no healing. I was not sick.
Don't you feel bad about killing the one who saved you?
Of course I do. More so because it was Ansor. Even after he had exhausted all possibility of reversing my condition, he still clung to hope. I tried to convince him of my reality. I was on the cusp of greatness beyond my wildest dreams. But all he could see was a mind flayer. He came to me as I slept. A mercy killing in his mind. I saw the tears. I felt his grief. I had no choice but to kill him first. It was an act of self-preservation.
You could have done the honorable thing and let him kill you. Admire the commitments to but your methods are questionable. Did it have to be kill or be killed? It couldn't have been. You couldn't have left. You couldn't have. You could have done the honorable thing. I admire your commitment to survive, but your methods are questionable. I don't like any of these options. Yeah, I don't like any of these options. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Yes, but also, like, there were other choices you could have made. You didn't have to kill him. You could have left. It didn't have to be kill or be killed. Is being a Lithid really worth the loss of a friend? That feels leading. That feels, yeah. You could have done the honorable thing and let him kill you. That's not honorable. It's not honorable at all. Admire your commitment to survival, but your methods are questionable. What? What kind of... Makes sense it would have done the same. No. No, I would not have. DTRP gifts, let him have it. I'm trying DTRP gifts. 2 or 4 for me. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, none of these. Yeah.
Put simply, yes. And being alive even more so. Do not think that I am ignorant of what I have lost. I may not regret my actions, but I do regret that they were necessary. While the past is beyond my influence, the present is not. It is time we move on. 2 nether stones remain in the hands of the Chosen. We must find them before we confront the Brain.
The question I want to ask him is, why the hell did you not tell us at any point during this entire trial? He knew what we were going to encounter, or what potentially we were going to encounter. Like, he knew this whole time, and at no point, and he's like, I didn't think you needed to know, which is a bald-faced lie. Like, yeah. So I'm a little upset that at no point could we confront him with that exact thing. Like, no. You could have told us what we were walking into, what you thought we were walking into. Hi, Will.
I failed.
You did not fail.
The heart of the gate is dead.
I mean, he was dead when we got here.
We need to see my father. He should know what happened with Ansel.
The most he did was go, this is pointless. Right? That's not giving any information. That's just being obstinate. And first promise, that's, no, okay, fine. Let's take a quick short rest because some of you are real hurt. And then let's go loot all the things. And by loot, I mean let's loot the Dargon, and then there was that helmet that we saw. Dear Ansur, and then Baldurian's Giant Slayer. On a hit, double the damage from your strength modifier. This weapon grants you advantage on attack rolls against large, huge, or gargantuan creatures. Whoops. Alright. Boop. Dear Ansur, I've said it 1,000 times, I'll say it again. There is no cure, and that's all right. I'm fine, more than fine. I'm better than I've ever been, so why torture yourself like this? Of course, I know why. Remember Jarl Tengrill, you and I sailed together for months, seeking the Great Spire. By the time we found it, we were sick as dogs, but you never left my side, not for a moment, even though you could have simply chosen to fly. You told me there was something about experiencing it with me through my eyes. You wanted to share in my passion for the adventure. It was, you said, a privilege. The truth is, the privilege is mine. You are the greatest thing that ever happened to me, Ansur. I never had to ask you for anything, but I'm asking you now to stop. I may no longer feel my feelings, but I know yours, and yours are agony. It doesn't have to be this way. Be free, Ansur. Fly. Know that even if I'm not beside you, I always have been your Baldurian. And just gonna drop that like a sack of bricks. I'm just so, you know what? We're gonna. Nah, we'll keep it. That's more because it's for his dad. And we do want to drop that. We're gonna drop that, and we're gonna drop that. Okay. Okay, so this could be good for a bunch of different people. I kind of want to give it... I wonder if Minsk can use it. It's kind of perfect for Karlach. But Karlach already has a really awesome weapon. And at the moment, Minsk is kind of lacking in an awesome weapon. If he can use it. I think he can use it. I don't know if he can use it. Let's see.
Sleep with one eye open, Evil. Maybe both.
Because, yeah, I mean, it's fun that he's running around with the Orphic hammer. But, like, it's actually not that good of a weapon. This, however, Okay, what does giant form do? And then he can be big. Your weapon deals additional 1d6 damage. You gain 27 temporary hit points, advantage, strength checks, and stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's real good. It's real good. Mega Minsk. Yeah, right? I am huge. Still got to get him a ranged weapon. But now at least he's got a real good melee weapon. Okay, let's... Where...
No one stopped me yet.
Where was that helmet? Onsor empty. Where was that? Where was that helmet? Nope, that's where we came in. Is that over here? That's a cloud of steam. Oh, here we go.
Never a dull moment.
And here's the helm of Baldurian.
The helm of Balduran.
Oh,
The
sorry,
worm's
Baldurian.
tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Ansur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna stick it in a pocket. I'm glad that a whole bunch of people are inspired by this, but I want to see the helmet. There we go. Helmet heals you 2 hit points at the beginning of every turn, which is nice. You have a +1 bonus to armor class and saving throws. You can't be stunned. You can't land critical hits. Medium. I think that means she can wear it. +2 with spell save DC and spell attack rolls. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I mean, +2 bonus spell save DC and spell attack rolls is real good for Orkira. +1 bonus to armor class and saving throws. You can't be stunned. Can't land critical hits. It's medium armor. So Karlak can't wear it. I don't think Will can wear it. Gale can't wear it. Astarion can't wear it. You're already wearing something that's you can't land critical hits and resistance to fire damage. That's interesting. +1 bonus to saving throws. The number you need to roll a critical hit will attack reduced by 1. That's interesting. You don't have a helmet. But spell save DCs, initiative rolls, additional bonus action. That's interesting. What is Will rocking? I think he's just rocking, yeah, dexterity saving throws. Can he wear? Let's see. I don't know if he can wear medium armor, but let's see.
Pride of the gate.
He's not proficient with medium armor. He can't wear it. Which is sad because role-playing wise it would be very on brand for him to be able to use this. I feel like giving this to Lizelle makes the most sense. And then I can give this maybe to... It's heavy. I don't know if Halcyon can do... 50 hit points or less, they have additional bonus action. Maybe, but Minsk already got the cool sword, so I'm trying to spread stuff around a little bit. Can you wear heavy armor? Halson. No. Alright, that answers that question. You probably wear medium armor, but I want to give this to someone who... It makes sense to give this to someone who's going to be on the front lines, which, I mean, would be Minsk. It makes sense for her to have that. I mean, we might be just totally kitting out Minsk. Maybe you're right, Imp in my head. Because, yeah, I mean, Orkira could wear it, but the +2 to spell save DC and spell attack rolls is real good for her. Same with Shadowheart, getting the +1 to spell save, to saving throws against spells is good. Halson can probably wear light armor. Oh dear. Okay. Whoops. There we go. All right. All right. I guess Minsk is getting just the full kit. Where'd I... There it is. Well, he needed better gear anyway. And flunk. It does kind of look epic on him. All right. I probably have come along a ranged weapon for him to use. I just haven't come along anything epic or magical, probably. New save. Spicy at everyone. Alright, Will wants to go talk to his dad. I don't think there's anything else I need to do down here.
At least things have stayed interesting.
I mean, interesting is a way to
How much farther
put
can I
it.
go?
Mundane like some peasant, yes. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I need to do while I'm here. So yeah, let us head back to camp. Am I no longer camped at the at the inn? Oh well. Oh, hi, Ravengard.
I need a quick word.
Let's talk to your dad, Will.
The Absolute's voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. Reflections of reflections.
That happens. Hey, so I've got some bad news.
I failed, Father.
You did not
The
fail.
worm is fallen.
It was dead when we got
Terrible
there.
fate for Ansur, my son. Yet my hopes for the city's future have never been higher.
I don't understand.
You and your allies slayed the undead terror that was once the Great Ansur. You are stronger than even the Great Worm. You will be the one to part the storms and lead the people through. You, not Ansur, are the savior we need. First, you will fell the Absolute. Then we will rebuild Baldur's Gate. We will take back our city together. I will name you Baldur's Gate's newest Grand Duke of the Council. You will be hailed Heart of the Gate.
Grand Duke. I look the part of a fiend.
I will tell the citizens and the patriarchs of your good works. They will know you carry your father's banner.
Uncertainty fills the air. Will has reached a fork in his path. In which direction will he travel?
A hero, not an aristocrat. The blade is a champion. Duke Will Ravengard is not. Become a Grand Duke. Imagine the power. You can't turn down. Think of the power. Yeah, I mean, this is for Will to decide. Both are good choices. It just depends. You follow your heart wherever it leads.
Will? I fought to right the wrongs of the coast. To slay the men and monsters that hunt the helpless. It is in the wilds that I find my courage, not in the halls of upper city estates. There will be no Grand Duke Will Ravengard, and there will be no Blade of Frontiers. I am now the Blade of Avernus. For as long as demons and devils imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey.
Then go with my blessing. Be Faerun's great defender. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. Let these be the lights that guide you, my son. Hail, the Blade of Avernus!
The Blade of Avernus!
A calm settles over you. The Elder Brain is a menace, but with the Blade of Avernus at your side, you know you can triumph.
Yay! Yeah, it took his dad way too long and going through too many trials, but it's nice to know in the end that dad finally came around to being a supportive dad. Imp in my head, Will, I look like a fiend. Karlach, and? I don't think it's the horns. Although the horns, I think it's because he's a human who's got the horns. I think it's the eyes, to be honest. I mean, and not just because he's got I'm missing the word. But yeah, like his eyes got a little demony. I think it's the eyes that most people, because the horns don't look like they very, very much are like a tiefling's horns. So yeah, I'm with you. Like, just because he's got horns doesn't mean that everybody's gonna be like, ooh. Yeah. All right, let's talk with Will.
The Blade of Avernus. A new name for a changed man. The four pillars finally rise within me. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. I'm not to abide them, but to become them. But enough reflection for today. I'm of a mind to celebrate. A hearty meal would do the trick. A few hunks of fresh venison, a round of brown ale. What do you say?
I think that sounds like, you know what, after today, absolutely.
Wonderful. You hunt the deer, I'll scrounge up the ale. Prepare your belly for a roast a la Blade. Let's hope Gale doesn't take offense if I assume cooking duties, just the once.
Look, these people are following Gortash. Anything is an upgrade from that MFer. Agreed. What are your plans as the Blade once the brain is defeated?
I scout both the hells and the coast's havens, and I destroy every fiend that dares put its eye on Faerun.
Will takes a sharp breath. He's keeping something from you.
Oh.
Yes, there is. I will be hunting Mazora. I won't let her claim one more soul, slay one more victim. I'm going to make my way to the hells and tear the horns right off her damned head.
Sure, you're ready. Once you deal with the brain, Mazora will take your powers. You destroy her. She doesn't deserve any better. Let it go, Will. There are better ways to help the people of the Sword Coast. Is there? We already know she's a vindictive person. I mean, I think I'm going to go with 2. It's not the way that Orkira would say it. But that's the sentiment, right? Because, like, yeah, sure, Morzora's gonna take his powers, but, like, we'll deal with that. He'll have other ways. He is not Eldritch Blast. He has other powers. And this, like, there are better ways to help let it go. No, she's already said outright, I'm gonna keep an eye and I'm gonna wait for the moment in where I can get you again. And, you know, basically I'm gonna be around just to wait for you to screw up, so, you know, or to have the perfect opportunity to get you again. Like, she's already outright admitted she's gonna be there to try to get him back or to make him pay. So, yeah.
Damn right. I'll cut her to ribbons before she can so much as groan Zariel's name.
Okay. That being said, she is still here. All right. I'm curious now.
The Blade of Avernus. How marvelous. It rolls right off the tongue. Tell me, little bug, who should Will's first target be?
Bruce first on the list. Everything else needs to wait. Gortash, Bane's Chosen, Orin, the Red Balls. There are plenty of cultists and monsters to go around. Take your pick. Lead him to the hells. I'm sure you'll find plenty of Corey. I mean, it's really gonna be... I mean, it's the Elder Brain with the... She's not immortal unless you slay her in the infernal plane. True, but we've already done that once. With, admittedly... because Raphael, admittedly, is a much more powerful demon lord. So, yeah. I'm gonna say Elder Brain.
Yes. To kill the Absolute. To free the infected. To end the illithid grand design. Could there be a more heroic journey? But what about the next battle? And the next? How mighty will the stalwart blade be without warlock powers to help him? Tell me you haven't forgotten. Once the Absolute is no more, so is my aid. Well, perhaps I might pay a visit once he's settled. Offer some advice. A bit of infernal altruism, if you will. Ah, the thrill of the unknown. I can't wait to see how this epic plays out.
DTRP Gifts. I think we should go on a mission to Avernus to kill Mizora sometime. Right? It's called respecking Mizora. Yeah, so there's this guy over there called Withers. I don't know if you've met him yet. For all the talking that you do, he's very, very, doesn't talk very much. You talk a lot. He doesn't talk a lot. But what he doesn't say, he makes up for him being very, very, very useful. Yeah. Yeah, well, the answer is Withers. Okay. Does anyone else want to talk to... Why is there just a giant pile of potatoes? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But when Withers speaks, he is helpful, unlike you. When Withers speaks, I mean, Mizora is sometimes helpful. She's just snarky about it. When Withers speaks, he's at least very straightforward about it. Meow. Okay. I don't think anyone else wants to immediately talk to us, which is good. Let's save the game. New save. The Blade of Avernus. Yeah, it's too bad that Larian is done making content for the game, because honestly, the I would love the DLC of Orkira going off with Will and Karlach to Avernus to fix Karlach's heart and kill Mizora. Like, that'd be an epic little DLC, right? Okay. We've got a couple of minutes before I want to stop. I think what we're going to do is we're going to make camp. We're going to see if anything happens trying to do a long rest. And then we're going to stop. And the next time we get together, we will start down the path of saving the Iron-Handed gnomes and stopping Gortash. Because, yeah, we're going to go after Gortash next. Where the hell am I supposed to end the day? There we go.
See what this does.
It ends the day, Orkira. That's what it does. We've done this plenty of times before. It ends the day. Yes. The Emperor better shut the F up tonight. I mean, we'll see. Well, we'll see what the hell happens. Let's talk to Karlach. Let's talk to Karlach while she's huge.
The Blade of Avernus. I can't think of a better man than Will to take up the title. It's about time someone stood up to the evil fucks populating the Hells.
Yes. Okay. I love the evolution of that relationship. The enemies to friendship that Karlach and Will have. I love that so much. All right, let's go around and just have a nice chat with everybody.
The Blade of Avernus. I suppose hell is just another frontier.
Okay. Hi, Astarion.
So, the Blade of Frontiers is dead. Long live the Blade of Avernus. I just hope he stays focused on battling infernal forces. The undead have it hard enough already.
You're his friend. I think he's not thinking about battling you. Hey, Lizelle.
Will shall force all devil kind to tremble before him. The Hells have much to fear.
Okay. Oh, and there's Minsk.
A noble chant, is it not? Hail Will, Blade of Avernus! Well, yes, Boo, the horseless chariots of Avernus are impressive too. But that would be no kind of name, would it?
Hail Will, the infernal war machine of Avernus? Yeah, that wouldn't be nearly as much fun. Speaking of Will.
Always good to talk, my friend.
Okay. There's Astarion. Hey, Shadowheart, how you doing? Hail Will Fortuff.
So Will's the Blade of Avernus now. I suppose that's a new sort of frontier for him.
It is an undiscovered frontier. I guess we should see what Volo has to say.
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
Blade of Avernus. Make sure you get that. Blade of Avernus.
Do you feel that? The Hells themselves tremble to face such a scourge as Will threatens to be. The Blade of Avernus. Forged by a cambion, whetted on a dragon's hide. Those devils won't know what's coming for them.
See, Volo, that's being a bard. Okay. And Nelson.
Will intends to take the fights to the very Hells themselves? I can think of no one more capable.
think that's everybody. I think that's everybody. I mean, unless Withers has something to say, but I don't think he ever does.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally?
Nope. Nope, he does not. That is okay. Okay. Let's trim our party members down. Did your Azamar friend ever come back? No, she and the two of them went off. They went somewhere in specific to help with the fight against the Absolute's forces. Which is both sad because I miss them, but also kind of makes sense. So, kind of makes sense. Yep. All right. We got a couple more minutes. Let's see. Is anything happening tonight? Or are we finishing out the night strong? Let's see. Okay. I usually hear the huh when everybody wakes up, and I didn't hear it, and I went, oh, here we go. Although I do like how Astarion just wanders around the camp. Just like everybody else kind of stays by their little hut, and Astarion's just like, oh, I wonder what's over here. All right, well, let's get out into the sun, and we'll save. And yeah, I think this is an excellent place for us to stop. And next time we get together, yeah, we will start on the mission to go rescue all the Iron Hand gnomes and destroy the factory making the Steel Watch happen. And then after that, go after Gortash and kind of start the end game. The end game. We've kind of begun the end game, but now we're really getting to the end game because, yeah, it's going to be Gortash, and then it's going to be Orin, and then it's going to be the Elder Brain. It's going to be all the fun. Yeah, so if you want to see some of the other stuff that I am up to, speaking of Baldur's Gate 3, if you come by on Fridays on the Crit Hit Chronicles channel, you can see me playing a very different Dragonborn. That's Udazash up there, my Ranger Rogue, who is Take Orkira, and everything about Orkira to make it different, make it absolutely different. Udazash is a Dragonborn Ranger from the Feywild who is all about the fun of the being wild and weird. She keeps forgetting everything and is just all about having fun and shooting things. And she's a bit about protecting her friends. So they do have that in common, but she's a tricksy fae. So there's that. But yeah, on Fridays we're playing. It is a spiritual successor to Baldur's Gate 3. So come and join us. We've just finished a nice little arc. A nice big arc where we are, the big overarching story is we are trying to stop Tiamat from making her way back to the material plane. Tiamat, who my character has promised Queen Titania of the Fae that she's gonna kill the Queen of Dragons, you know, like you do, because that's what my character's about. So yeah, if you come by on Friday, we're going to be building a bastion and figure out what we're going to do next. So stop on by. And then later today, if you're looking for a little bit more fun later today, Players in Book is coming on back. We've just finished up, speaking of Fae shenanigans, we've just finished up some Fae shenanigans, and now our ship can go under the water. And so we are headed through a blockade under the water. We're going to infiltrate a city, which is currently under siege, and try to help free them from an oppressive regime. At the same time that we're trying to find some very, very important books, which are going to help us figure out what's going on with the universe, which is not real. Yeah, there's a lot going on. But for the most part, my Tabaxi cleric, Feralos, is just trying to keep everybody alive and also hit people with a hammer. So that's Players in Book coming up in 2 hours from now on the Players in Book channel. And yeah, Oh, where'd the game go? There the game went. So yeah, join us over on those two things. And for those of you who have joined us in chat, thank you to everybody in the Moonbeam chat. Thank you everybody on the Dungeon Scrawlers chat. If you've missed any of these episodes, if you've come in on episode 54 and we'd like to see all 53 other episodes, they are up on VODs on the Dungeon Scrawlers YouTube channel. And thank you so much to Dungeon Scrawlers for letting me continue to take over their channel on Sundays for all these weeks. For 54 weeks. It's been a year. It's been over a year. I just realized that. Anyway, thank you to everybody for stopping on by. Thank you to everybody in chat for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you next encounter. Bye.